Last night at Madison Square Garden, one of the most iconic arenas on the planet, Seth Rollins came back from injury, snuck into the ring, cracked Paul Heyman with a steel chair, and then got absolutely owned. Out of nowhere, Gunther, the ring general, the career killer, the man who retired John Cena and AJ Styles, grabbed Rollins by the neck, choked him unconscious on the announce table, and pointed at WrestleMania sign like he was paying the rent. WWE just announced it. Seth Rollins vs Gunther, WrestleMania42, Las Vegas, April 18. And honestly, this might be the match that saves a whole card. Here are 3 reasons why. Okay, let's rewind for a second because the road to this match is a bit of WWE chaos story. Seth Rollins has been out since October with a torn rotator cuff. The original WrestleMania plan, Rollins vs Braun Breaker, the guy who literally put him on the shelf at Royal Rumble. Perfect revenge storyline, clean, simple. Fans were excited. And then Breaker had hernia surgery and bye. Meanwhile, Gunther, the reigning king of making careers disappear, was set to face Rey Mysterio, simple, dominant, very Gunther. And then Mysterio got injured too. Bye again. So here you have WWE's 2 most dangerous men completely adrift with WrestleMania weeks away. No feud, no opponents, no direction. Triple H had a problem. A big Austrian 6'4" problem. But then Monday Night Raw at Madison Square Garden happened and WWE Creative did something rare. They actually fixed the problem in real time on live TV and made it feel earned. PS announcing Rollins is cleared. Heyman sweating in the ring, Rollins with the chair, and then boom. Gunther, the sleeper, the WrestleMania point, done. Match made, crowd lost their minds. Reason number 1. This is a legit made dream match and WrestleMania needed one badly. Let's be honest with each other. This year WrestleMania card before last night was good at the top. Cody Rhodes vs Randy Orton, Roman Reigns vs CM Punk, Ova Femi vs Brock Lesnar. That's a strong main event tier. But the middle of the card, it needed bodies, it needed star power, and it needed a match that fans actually wanted to see. Not just something that was thrown together because half of the roster went down injured. Gunther vs Seth Rollins, that's not a thrown together match. That's a match that should have happened 2 years ago. 2 of the best workers in the world, one of the most dominant champions in the recent memory against one of the most decorated superstars of the modern era. Gunther just retired John Cena. He ended AJ Styles' run. He walked through Rey Mysterio's entire career like it was a speed bump. He is legitimately terrifying right now. And Seth Rollins, he has been on a different level since turning heel. Chaotic, unpredictable. The guy walked into MSG and immediately went after Heyman with a steel chair on live television after just getting out of jail. That's unhinged and we love it. Put these 2 in a ring at WrestleMania with 20 minutes. That's not just a good match, that's a soul stealer. Reason number 2, the contrast in their styles is going to make this match absolutely electric. Is something that doesn't get talked about enough when people hype big WWE match. It's not just about who they are, it's about how they wrestle. Gunther is old school, cold, methodical. He treats the ring like a sacred mat and his opponent like problems to be neutralized. Every chop sounds like a gunshot. Every hold feels like a verdict. When Gunther grabs you, the match is already over. He just hasn't told you yet. Seth Rollins is complete opposite. He is chaos personified, frog splash of ladders, curb stomp out of nowhere, physiological warfare, mind games. This new heel version of Seth doesn't just want to win, he wants to humiliate you first. When you combine that kind of contrast, disciplined brutality versus absolute chaos, you get matches that tell a story without anyone needing to say a single word. The wrestling speaks for itself. Think Daniel Bryan against the Authority. Think Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles at Survivor Series 2017. The best WrestleMania match ever made have been built on exactly this. 2 completely different philosophies colliding at biggest stage of the year. Gunther represents what wrestling used to be, Rollins represents what wrestling has become. And at WrestleMania 42, one of those philosophies wins and the other one gets put to sleep on the announce table. Reason number 3, both Seth Rollins and Gunther desperately need this match for very different reasons. Let's start with Rollins. He has been out since October, surgery, rehab, month of watching from sidelines, his original WrestleMania plan, Braun Baker gone. When you come back from torn rotator cuff, you don't want a throwaway match. You want a moment, a statement, and Gunther gives him exactly that. If Rollins beat Gunther at WrestleMania, the career killer, the man who ended Cena's run, that's not just a win, that's a resurrection. That's Seth Rollins telling the entire locker room, I was gone for 5 months and I came back and beat the most dangerous man in WWE. Now Gunther, he dropped the World Heavyweight title to Jey Uso last year. He's been on a tear since retiring Legends, but he's been operating without a WrestleMania spotlight. If Gunther wins, he goes into the summer as the man who beat a returning Seth Rollins at Mania and the same guy who retired both Cena and Styles. That's Mount Rushmore level heel run. Somebody's career gets redefined at WrestleMania 42 and we genuinely don't know whose. WrestleMania 42, Las Vegas, April 18th and 19th, the ring general versus the visionary. Career killer versus the man he just put to sleep at MSG. I'll say it plainly, this match has so Steeler written all over it. If you are already hyped, drop a comment below who wins, Gunther or Rollins, and smash that subscribe button because WrestleMania season is just getting started and we are going to cover every single moment right here on Buzz Bites USA.